The moment has finally arrived. 5 years after I started playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, I am finally ready to share my island tour. I know, it's a big deal, but I'm super excited to be here. Yeah, you thought it was just gonna be a tour. No, I'm gonna be on camera too, of course. Super excited to show you guys my island. It's been such a long time coming, but I want to put this at the forefront. We're not talking about aesthetics. We're not talking about this core, that core, fairy core, nature core. This is an active playing island. Let's go take a look at the hours. Just so everyone can see, right there, 855 hours or more playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm not joking.
I'm not joking, bitch.
This is Pineberry. This is my island. As you can see, I love a water feature. Love a water feature. And I'm really happy with this group of villagers, and I've grown really attached to them. Goldie and Marina, don't even get me started. Both, let me get on camera for this. Both I found on Nook Miles Island. I did not use Amiibo to get my divas. I did not. The only girls who are Amiibo are Apollo and Quinn. Why? Because I love a bird. I did wear my Dodo Airlines shirt today. I did. That's how much we're dedicated to this moment. All right, guys. All right, guys. I don't know how people do this. I don't know how people control them like that. All right, guys. Let's get going. This is gonna be great. This is my entrance when you walk into the island. I know, you're thinking, road custom designs? Yeah, I did it in New Leaf, and I'll do it here too. So I wanted it to feel like a crossroads, literally. So that's what I went with. I'm big on mobility, I'm big on transit, so we got bikes, we got mopeds, we got scooters. And this is my outfit right now. We're doing very spring, midsummer, but it's kind of like cold 50s at night kind of weather. I wanted it to feel like a city. That's why I've got the telephone booth. I really wish you could go inside it. That's why I have the walk signal in the back, and I have these lampposts everywhere. I'm obsessed. I really love the way that the gas pump glows at night. I have them throughout my island. I really like it. This is the plaza. Really, I don't try and lean into my plaza too much, hey Gaston. Because you can't do anything about it. It's just there. So I kind of, I integrate it the best I can. This is the regular plaza, but then off of this, I really wanted to make my own plaza that felt a little more me. So that's where I used the park fountain that came in the 2.0 update here. And I built my own plaza right off of the main plaza with things that I really stay using. So the outdoor ATM, which is shockingly useful in the later game. My gold roses are centralized here because I will pick the buds off and sell them for bells when I need them. I have Nooks right here. Around the corner from Nooks, I did a custom little, a waterfront, let's call it an esplanade, right? Benches, these ducks, I mean, look at these ducks. Technically, this is the wooden duck item, and you can customize it to be different types of ducks. I mean, how beautiful are they? An esplanade, a little purple area. I wanted to, when I got the froggy chair, I wanted to feature him. I wanted to feature it, so I decided to throw it in right here. It blends in, but to the trained Animal Crossing fan, I'm sure it stuck out to you. Crossing the bridge here, we're approaching my first group of villager homes. They all live in a little structure over here. So this is Audie, Marina, Gaston, Apollo, and Quinn all live over here. Half of Animal Crossing New Horizons is figuring out where the freak you're gonna put all of the flowers that you get throughout this game. If you wanna grow all the types of flowers, which I am still working on, you have to figure out where you're gonna put it all, and I'm not putting it on the beach because that is tasteless. We have Gaston's house, we have Apollo's house, we have Quinn's house down here. I love these custom pads. I just went on the custom design interface, and I just typed in roadway, I just typed in dirt path, and that's how I found these ones. I put Marina's house here, and I put Audie next to her. And then, you know, I'm surrounding their homes with flowers. I love, as I'm sure you've seen already, I love these utility poles. Because it makes me feel like there's infrastructure. It makes me feel like there's utilities. And we're not just like playing a cute little game. It's like, okay, this is an actual place. This is an actual city where we're living. Back here, I just did a little camp area. I saw this glass bottle item in some other random tour, you know? But isn't it, whoa, glitch. Isn't the glass bottle item so cute? Heading back down from the camping area, back down the stairs, you may get the first glimpse of my beach over here. I like to keep the beaches pretty simple. I want to put it out there. I have not caught all the fish yet. I'm actively attempting to catch all the fish. So the beaches are work zones. I cannot put items. Even this, when I'm getting clams to make bait, the few items that oh my god, you're so cute with your little glasses on your beak the wrong way. Quinn, come on, girl. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you. Stay reading. Even when there's a little bit of items on the beach, it really gets in the way of the manila clam harvesting operation. So I like to keep the beach very simple. So leaving this area, heading north on the pathway on the waterfront esplanade on the other side. For a long time, where this bridge was, it was like a no man's land. I had no idea what to do with it. But I love a water feature, so I decided to do like a Japanese gate island, use the bamboo items. The skateboard is here just for fun.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
I did, in parts of my island, really want to lean into natural aesthetics. So back here, I did go a little more crowded, and I love the pine trees. They're my favorite tree of the types of trees. So I used a lot of them here. Hi, Sherb. Oh my god. Sherb has always been one to put it on for the camera. Real fans know. For this area, I really wanted to do something natural and state park-like. And there are still some items that I didn't get that I would like to get. Like there's like a campsite sign, DIY, that everyone and their mother has, but not me. I could go online and get it, but I don't know. Part of the magic is like letting the items come to you sometimes. So in this area, I really wanted to lean into more messy aesthetic, more like, oh, let the flowers grow, let the weeds grow. If there's like a sapling from a money tree, I let this stay. Because I wanted it to feel like an escape. And Sherb hangs out back here actually because I chose to put his house back in the back of this area. This is one of my favorite areas, and I go back and forth on whether I feel like it's too crowded, but I really like it, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. If you didn't think that I had 855 Animal Crossing hours logged on this game, I would hope that the proof is in the pudding with my stone garden. Do you know how long it's... I picked this pattern because it's pretty. I lead with aesthetics. This next area of my island is what I like to call the play zone, the active zone. This section, which is sunken down, there's paths all around, is kind of like where I go to plant all my money trees in the winter, where I'll go and roll up snowmen. And I like to keep this area of the island intentionally clear to make sure that I can do all of the gameplay mechanics. I like to leave space on my island for things to spawn and for stuff to happen. I'll let the flowers spawn, do light maintenance, light touch here and there, and that goes a long way. I have a little vending machine area up here on the upper level behind Sherb's house. I was trying for some forced perspective here. I think it works. One little trick with these trees back here with these those are not full size pine trees. Those are mini pine trees. They're like day 2 in the growing process. If you plant a little sapling behind them, you get a mini tree. And up close next to it, you can tell they're small, but from a distance, from specific angles, it helps you feel like there's some more perspective on your island. So I have a camping area up here as well, and this is another area that I kind of enjoy the magic of leaving it a little emptier. It makes me feel like there's breathing room. And if I wanted to put something more there, I could. There was a while when my boyfriend was talking about putting a house on my island, and I was offering that piece of land up there as an option for him. Obviously, I'm not going to let him just put it wherever, but you could have that spot. At the end of this walkway, I have like a lookout area. Looks out onto the ocean on the back of the island. I've seen a couple other people do this, and I just really like acknowledging the island aspect and like acknowledging the geography, and this is a good way to do it. So yeah, walking across this bridge, we're kind of walking along the back piece now of my island. We've kind of made our way around. I wanted to do a little landing area for Red's boat at the secret beach in the back, which it's very convenient that he is here today. So yeah, I just threw a couple of these boats down when I got the 2.0 DLC and I was able to afford the sailboats. Talk about a gorgeous item. The sailboats are really beautiful and they look great from a distance down there like that. So I thought it would be only fitting. You know, maybe if Red docks here, maybe a couple other people launch boats here as well. Another bike and another gas pump. The gas pumps are so pretty at night, and you can kind of see the lights coming on this one. One of my favorite items for sure. Here is my campsite area. It's tucked up in the hills. I, gave a little additional camping area, played with some tree sizes. And then up here is a couple of other, it's another more natural space where I can let things develop. This is something that I saw on a couple of different island tours and I wanted to do it. I loved the concept of like a waterfall flowing down into a forced perspective area in the back. The way that the water flows off the back edge and these trees look slightly farther away because they're one size smaller. I have the snapping turtle down there. You can see him if you look real close. He's moving. This is also one of my favorite areas on the island. It feels super natural. I never, ever go down there. And stuff doesn't really spawn because I've put clear design blocks, clear design patterns down on all of the open space or weeds or something because I don't really want to go down there. But I love a sunken level with some forced perspective, and this was me trying my hand at that. Moving on down the pathway, this is... I was really looking for a cliffside diner vibe, and there's so many great diner items. So this is, we'll start here. This is my rainbow flower collection. It's beautiful. Again, I was saying this before, you need somewhere to put all the flowers in this game, and a gradient somewhere in a dedicated flower field is so special. I wanted to do these wind turbines with it because I was going for a Floroma Town vibe from Pokemon Pearl, where they have the big wind turbines next to all the flowers. It was begging to be done. It really was. I'm sure I'm not the only one. So this is my flower gradient, and then I was like, oh, on the edge of the cliffside flower gradient, we'll do a little diner. So I put all the diner items down. I love the "We Are Open" sign. And this panda, I was like, how can I not? How can I not? I gotta put you out. So the panda is part of the diner. We took a brief break because I wanted to start a second chapter of the tour. So here we are back at the plaza. Pecan has conveniently decided to join us in the shot. Thank you so much for joining us on camera, Pecan. But yeah, I wanted to show you the second piece of my island and how it all connects, and I felt like just doing a big circle wasn't going to do that justice. So let's keep going. Off of the plaza is my second villager area. So here in the second villager area, which is to the left of the Entrance is me, Leopold, Goldie, and Julia. It's just a grid, and I use these roadways here. The edge of the villager area, on my peninsula, I thought this would be a great place to do an elevated lighthouse. This was a trend. I feel like people were doing this. So this is my take on it. And now, since we're here in the villager area, I guess it is time for me to show you my house. This is my house. I have a utility pole right outside because I love infrastructure. Let's take a good look inside. So this is it. This is La Casa de William. People say that this looks like my real life house. I'm not going to show the internet my real life house, so you guys can just guess. Bedroom. I was going for a theater kid situation. Can you tell? I think you can. So yeah, this feels very much like my bedroom here at home. It's active. It's a production zone. I love the sewing machine. The humidifier cracks me up. In the back, we have a spa. The spa is definitely one of my favorite rooms. I think it's so fun. I used the cloud flooring with 4 avocado medium mats on the ground in order to get the steam effect. I mean, how easy is that? Walking over to the left, we have a kitchen. Again, I wasn't trying to go for a specific style. I was just trying to go for my style. And that is sleek, clean, modern, but, you know, I'm not afraid of a little color. I like the red accents in this room, the red microwave, the red coffee beans machine, the cherry lamp on the wall, the terracotta on the hanging shelves. That's kind of where I was leaning. So I did a white tiles and brick and red and exposed wood in this kitchen with some stainless steel, obviously. I think the stainless steel appliances are so luxurious. And I was like, I couldn't get more excited to get the stainless steel appliances in the game. Downstairs, I decided I wanted to do a cabaret space. So this is where me and all the homies come and sing to each other. So I was like, let's put put some of the music items down here. This is the city wall, and this is the sci-fi lab wall. I think the sci-fi lab wall gives the room a really beautiful teal green glow. Yeah, and I used some of the aluminum mats in order to make the stage floor. But this is like kind of like the basement jam out cabaret room. And then upstairs, the final room is a study / work den area. So this is like a game room, a workshop room, the work zone. So this is also just, you know, pinball machines and a desk and shelves and trinkets from my travels, things like that. This is where the money gets made, up here. And this feels really reflective of my workspace and my style. If you could see there, I had some of the Festival green lamp. I really like how those looks. And another lamp that I really like, the Bunny Day egg lamp. I mean, who knew the Bunny Day was going to be good for one thing, and it's this lamp. I use a couple of them throughout the island. That's the only thing that Bunny Day is good for, in my opinion. Leaving the villager area, to the north of that, I have kind of another little plaza because I had enough furniture to make another plaza. So I put the pink vending machine in here, which I love. I did a little farm area with the produce truck because the truck is so cool. From the top of the plaza, this is the wooded area that leads up towards our cliffside diner and the rainbow flowers from before. So it all connects in a big circle. Pecan's house is up here. I gave her another little kind of like secluded area and a little sitting area with this fire pit, which costs $1 million in-game for some reason. And she kind of has her own little area. This is what my beach on the north side looks like. Again, it's open, a couple coconut trees because I love the way that they look. But again, functional and clean. I really prefer an uncluttered beach. This is where I decided to put Able Sisters on the edge of town because they're like a little rustic. They're a little naturey. I wanted to put their sewing shack on the edge of the woods. So I put them out here. And I was toying with what to do for a while, and I decided next to them, I wanted to put a little photo area. So I put this scenic multi-layered waterfall here. Just to create kind of like a town centerpiece. Moving on from that is what I would like to call the museum walk. So this is kind of like another waterfront esplanade into the museum area. I thought it would be really nice to build out a little bit more of a campus for the museum. So it really does have what I would call grounds. So here it is, the museum at the heart of it. Down here we have kind of an outdoor cafe area. And this bridge leads back to my original town square. There's a nook right there. And then to the right of the cafe area, I have put to use all of the festival items that you get during the festival event. I love the way that these rainbow items look. These festival lamps are beautiful at night. I love the garlands and the balloon. It all lights up. And this peacock float makes the most annoying sound ever. Isn't that just beautiful? So yeah, I choose to leave it off because the sound is a little draining, but these back here are simple panels with custom designs on them. I just wanted to find a way to incorporate some more museum imagery to make this feel more like a museum campus. So, and that's why I have the partial T-Rex over here and the Triceratops cutout. I wish they had more dinosaur cutouts. And then this Triceratops skull over here. And of course I have this giant David sculpture. I believe it's also fake. And then up here I have an elevated museum garden with other museum type items like this model volcano, which I think is so fun. I mean, how cool. This garden rock I felt looked, you know, like a significant natural feature. The amber is a really pretty item, and this vase and another sculpture. This is actually a fossil piece. And then these little plaques are custom designs. It just seems like a nice way to display some of the items that are really pretty, but don't, you know, are sometimes hard to place, right? And then this is upstairs access to part of the multi-level waterfall from before. Coming out of the museum area, I connect it back up to the red zone and red secret beach, and I put this bridge here because it felt like I needed a north-south travel path, and this museum path ends up being that a lot of the time. And it connects back into the center of the island. Well guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying this long. I really appreciate it. I've had so much fun showing you Pineberry, my Animal Crossing island. This was such a labor of love, and this has been such a great experience. If you're interested in seeing more of the stuff that I put on my island or how stuff came together, I am so down to show you. This has been really fun. Don't forget to leave this video a like. Don't forget to comment and tell me what you loved or what you want to see in the future. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for what I am doing next. We're talking more Let's Plays. We're talking lifestyle content. Stick around. It's going to be a good time. Once again, I'm Will. Thanks so much for tuning in.